Hey guys, welcome to Piano Rogues. I'm Ari.
And I'm Alaire. Today, we are comparing 3 different tenor ocarinas so that you can decide which one is the best starter ocarina.
We have come up with an instrument rating system.
The first one on our list is visual appeal,
Professionalism,
durability, and comfort.
intuitiveness of the fingering, ease of breath control,
Projection, how loud is the instrument? Intonation, how in tune is the instrument?
tone quality, how nice does it sound?
And last of all, take-along ability. How easy is it to transport your instrument to wherever you're going? Piano would be 0.
First on the list is the Aria from St. Louis Ocarina. This is a tenor ocarina that I have enjoyed and that we talked about in this episode. The Aria costs $64.99 plus $10 shipping. It says it's normally $80, but I've never seen it for over $70.
Because it's always on sale.
Yeah. Also, it comes in 2 colors. Visual appeal.
It's sleek. It's elegant.
It's elegant.
Very professional.
Thus, the next score. It could have been colorful, but it doesn't look bad. It doesn't look itchy or ugly. So we're gonna go with 8 for visual appeal. Professionalism.
The thing is, with visual appeal versus professionalism, the 2 scores can kind of swap a little bit because the more colorful it gets, sometimes that can make it look less professional, even if it's more eye-catching. In this case, even though it's less colorful and maybe not as eye-catching, that actually ends up making it look more professional.
And it has a little bit of shaping on it.
Oh yeah, and that's what gives it the elegance. It's actually a very beautiful instrument. It's just not super colorful. I'd give it a 9.
Because it's black. I mean,
you don't get much more professional than that. I mean, the only way it could be more professional is if it's a better known instrument that people would say, oh yeah, that belongs in an orchestra.
durability. It is ceramic. This side is a 1/4 inch thick, and this side is an 1/8 inch thick, plus or minus. So they're not thin. I mean, don't play catch.
Try not to drop them or clonk them against things.
I would definitely carry it in a case, not just wear it around.
6 for durability.
Yeah.
That's pretty reasonable, yeah. Comfort.
The finger placement is great, but edges on these holes are very sharp.
Right angles, very sharp.
Especially the back ones. If I hold them long enough, fairly comfortable to hold, but the actual holes themselves could be a little gentler on me. 6. Okay. Intuitiveness of fingering. So you can't get much more intuitive than these. Almost. And this is why I say almost.
Yeah, for the most part. It
because
changes
for some
around
reason,
the A.
You hold on to that one.
Yeah.
Not quite as intuitive as a piano.
All the keys are laid out for you right there in front of you.
8?
Yeah.
We'll go with 8.
I'd say an 8 is pretty solid for that.
8 is a safe bet. Ease of breath control.
That one seems like it stays pretty consistent from bottom to top, right?
I'm adding every step.
Every step you have to add?
Just a smidgen. Keep the airiness.
Okay.
It stays in tune.
Actually, it ended up just a touch under pitch, so it was a little flat.
But pretty intuitive as every step is a little more. Higher number is more easy. I came from the bass though, so...
Yeah, and I'm coming from my first triple where I almost don't have to change my breath control at all in my first chamber.
So let's go with an 8.
Yeah.
Projection! That is part of why I wanted this ocarina, because I thought it could stand up to the piano. Ready? Not as strong as I had thought it was.
Yeah, I think my triple is stronger.
Probably 6, being that 10 is piano.
Because a piano can compete with a full orchestra.
You might be able to hear it over the piano if the piano's being nice.
I mean, piano can behave itself.
Intonation. How close is it to the key it's supposed to be in, and how well does it stay in tune with itself?
Excellent. That was top-notch description of intonation.
I got a 10 out of 10 on my description.
You got a 10 out of 10 on your description.
Okay,
so it's supposed to be in C, right?
It's supposed to be in C.
You're a little bit sharp. There you go. That's a C.
I probably get too excited when I play this one. Pretty close.
Yeah, that's actually pretty good. Easily a 9. The only issue, I think, it was just more that you're used to coming from your bass that takes a lot of air.
We're knocking projection down because I was too excited.
Yeah, we figured out she's actually been overblowing a little bit.
Tone quality.
This is, of course, a very important aspect of an instrument that you intend to play on, make music with, possibly perform with.
Its highest notes are a little airier.
There is a note that I would like to put here. You haven't learned how to do vibrato yet on your ocarina, and the use of vibrato can improve the sound of an ocarina.
So we're bringing in
This is a new baby.
an ocarina to use for
For a quick tone comparison with a very high quality ocarina.
definitely gets airier in the top end.
This one has simultaneously more pure and rich tone.
Yeah, this one sounds more whistly.
That's why I'm saying that one's probably about a 7.
7. And take along ability. It needs a padded, hard-sided case.
So that it can be safe.
And then you don't have to worry about it. I got a luck cases. For that, I could keep it in its box and not play catch with it, but it would be fine. And it is small.
Yes.
So, like, taking into account that, like, a cello would be harder to take along.
Right. Traveling on an airplane with a cello, that has to be terrifying. Piano 0, because nobody
You can't move it. Someone else is moving it.
takes specialized equipment and a team of movers to move a piano, so
So on that scale, it's probably a 7.
I'd give it an 8.
Well, but it can break.
So what are we saying is a 9 or a 10 then?
Something you could play catch with.
Alright, so we'll give it an 8.
8.5.
I have been waiting for this, guys. I have been wanting to try this ocarina because it is a plastic tenor ocarina. I've never played on a plastic ocarina before.
And this one is from St. Louis Ocarina. That is the STL plastic ocarina. It is $25. Again, haven't seen it go higher than that. It says it's regularly $30, but I have yet to see that happen. And a $10 shipping. That's where the problem is. And it has a cute little fingering chart on the back of the box.
Pretty user-friendly.
Yeah.
For a beginner, that's actually really useful.
I like that a lot.
Yeah.
Unboxing!
Okay, I get the honors.
Oh, look, a paper. It comes in many colors. I just picked this one because it was least like any of the colors that we already had.
Okay.
I kind of like that it is very similar shape. Visual appeal. It's got colors, so that's going to give
colors.
it... Is it 8? This guy is an 8.
I would say this is less visually appealing than that.
Yeah, it looks a little cheaper.
Oh, yes. So I'm thinking maybe a 6 or a 7 at most.
6.5.
6.5.
Professionalism. No.
This is not a professional looking ocarina, okay? The plasticness of it, I mean, it's obviously holding this thing. It very obviously, this is plastic. The shape, it's not particularly graceful as far as ocarinas go. I'm thinking this is maybe like a 2 or 3.
Yeah, I was going to go with about 3.
Durability?
This one you can play catch with.
Yep, this one we can play catch with. It will not break.
It has seams, so probably if the plastic gets older, you might be able to split it.
That was a genie quote there.
Oh.
I hope you got the
I
genie
did
quote from Aladdin.
Oh,
So
it
anyway,
broke.
it broke.
Can foresee that maybe in the future, because it has the seams, it might start splitting.
Yeah, I mean, if you're too hard on it, yeah. But honestly,
But durability 9.
yeah, as far as instruments go, this has got to be one of the more durable options out
Go
there.
with 9.5.
Okay.
Comfort. How do those holes feel?
It's pretty comfortable. I'm a little uncertain about this one, how big it is to slide over it with the sub holes here.
Oh, that was something on this one. See, it got a little indentation for you so you can cover them easier.
Yeah, this one does not have an indentation. This one does not help out, but it feels like it's doable. I'll know better when I try to play it a bit. But I mean, as far as holding it on the main holes, it feels okay. They're kind of rounded on the edges, so they don't really hurt.
Oh, yeah, that is very comfortable. It didn't
Yeah.
look as comfortable as it feels.
Feels
Feels way
pretty
more
decent.
comfortable than it looks.
I would honestly give this like a 7, maybe. My hesitance to give it a higher score than that is mainly because of getting to those sub holes. It feels a little awkward. Also, the size of this pinky hole over here, it's a little big. And just the fact that it's open holes.
Yeah.
So
7.
yeah, 7. Intuitiveness of fingering, it's going to be the same as that one. This is a tenor.
They have the same fingering system.
We'll give this one another 8.
Breath control.
Now I get to play this baby, see what it actually sounds like. The moment I've been waiting for, guys. Okay, that's pretty decent.
It's better than I was expecting. Let's compare.
Yeah.
Now remember, she's had a lot more years.
This is what I was mentioning earlier.
Yeah.
I can probably make this ocarina sound better than she would be able to make this ocarina sound, because
We're not trading, though, because
we have to be careful with that for now. The difference is I know how to add vibrato to an ocarina. Also, I just have better breath control, having spent many more years on wind instruments. Yeah, just a few extra years. We won't say how many. I probably have a bit of a head start on that.
That's way better than I expected for a plastic.
Yeah, this is actually pretty decent. I'm saying ease of breath control, it's gotta be at least as easy as that one. Let me actually play something on it. Okay, so partly it's because the holes are unfamiliar size and position for me. This is slightly different than other ocarinas I've played on. So that's affecting my intonation a little bit. Ease of breath control, I'm having to adjust it just a little bit more than on my triple that I'm used to playing. So
Probably very similar to this one.
yeah, probably pretty similar to that one. I'd give it an 8. Projection, it's about the same volume, isn't it?
Yeah. Slightly quieter.
Just a little bit. 4.5.
4.5, yep.
Yeah.
So slightly quieter, but that might be a good thing. That's not necessarily a bad thing.
That might be okay if you are purchasing this for your child who is going to be learning to play
Or
this.
practicing in an apartment.
That's also a good point. And maybe louder isn't necessarily better.
Intonation.
Partly I'm just not used to the placement of the holes and the size of the holes, so some of them weren't completely covered perfectly as I was playing. I think this is actually decently in tune.
By breath
I
control.
noticed the higher notes were a little less in tune than that. Like I would have to hang on. Let me try the scale one more time. I'm gonna give this a 9. I'm gonna go ahead and give this guy a 9. I really do feel like that's decent. Intonation is, again, spot on. Good job, St. Louis.
Tone quality.
What do you think?
I am very surprised at the tone quality on that
Yeah.
ocarina. I was expecting to hear a bigger difference between this one and that one.
I'm probably giving this one a bit of an advantage.
It's got a little more warm, airy.
What about a higher note? Play your higher notes for me.
How about A?
I think that one's a little bit richer. It feels more filled out than this one does. So I'm gonna say tone quality, it's a little bit less good than this one. I'm gonna say like a 6.
Okay, that much less good, or just 6.5?
6.5. Plastic ocarina.
Yeah, I'm really impressed. I'm excited to see what this one's gonna do.
Take along ability?
I'd say that'd be about a 9 or a 10.
Because you can toss this in a suitcase.
In your purse.
Doesn't matter where you stick it, you'd have to work to break it. Feels solid. I mean,
It's not a thin plastic.
No,
it feels
it's sturdy.
It's a good weight.
Yeah. So I'm gonna say 9.
9.5.
9. Okay, fine. 9.5.
Are you ready? Here is the one you've been waiting for. Is this the ultimate beginner ocarina?
Because apparently most people think it is.
This is the one that most people get because it's on Amazon. It also comes with its fingering chart that is not in English. If you speak Japanese, it's got the right writing for you, but if you speak English, it should be readable. You follow the pictures, you should have a good idea of what you're doing.
Yeah, this is just pictures and letters. That would be the tricky thing, is you wouldn't know what the pitch is.
It ranges from $30 to $40 depending on the day. You have to kind of watch Amazon. I didn't have to pay shipping. I don't know what shipping would have been if I didn't have Prime.
Right, because you have Prime.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So shipping cost ?
So if you have Prime, that might make it a better cost.
Yeah, it might be a better deal.
Unboxing!
This one feels a little bit less exciting to unbox because it opens this way. You don't get to do like
it's unboxing. Negative points.
It's taped up.
Hang on.
Challenge. I can get it. Yeah.
It's gonna go flying.
Okay, here we go.
Now, it comes in black. We need to take that into consideration in professionalism. I chose white.
I'm not sure we could rightly call this white.
Yeah, it's kind of like ivory.
Cream.
Yeah. Visual appeal. I like the matte. I think that looks neat. And especially in the black, it looks neat. I don't know. I kind of like it, but it could just be a novelty thing that I haven't seen.
You haven't seen a creamy colored ocarina so much.
Or the matte.
It feels nice to hold it. Like the texture of this is very nice.
Ooh, that's an interesting plastic feel.
So this one feels very smooth.
Standard plastic.
Yeah, it's got almost the trying to imitate the shiny ceramic feeling, right?
Yeah, I don't like this little funky.
I don't like the shape as much.
I don't like the mouthpiece shape at all.
I'd say like a 5. What do you think?
I do really like the matte.
5.5?
Okay. If we could get that St. Louis Ocarina one and that plastic. Woo.
That'd bump the visual appeal up to a 7.
Yeah, that'd be really nice.
Yeah. Professionalism?
It's more professional looking than the
Yeah,
St. Louis
absolutely.
Ocarina
I
one.
would say this one's more professional looking than the St. Louis Ocarina, even though overall I don't like its design.
If they would have cut that off, it would have been a lot more elegant
or
looking.
just, so if they would have just like made it that shape, that gives it a better shape.
They were trying to be different. I appreciate that.
Professionalism, I'd say this is a little more professional
Let's
looking.
go 5.
5? Okay.
Yeah.
Durability?
Same as St. Louis Ocarina.
Yeah, again, I don't think anything's gonna happen to this. It feels very...
Is it as heavy? Yeah. It's about the same weight. Good thick plastic.
I'm gonna give it the same level of durability, I would say.
Yeah. 9.5.
Yeah, we could play catch with this. I don't think we'd be able to do anything to it. Comfort, right away, holding on to it for comfort, I would say that this feels a little bit less comfortable than St. Louis Ocarina. It puts my right thumb in kind of an awkward position compared to my other fingers. Feels like it should be like here, which I guess is where the St. Louis Ocarina right hand thumb hole is. In any case, this one feels just a little bit less comfortable to hold on to.
I want to check.
Okay, you try.
Yeah, that feels like it's putting
It's a little bit
weird
awkward.
pressure on my thumb. Knock it down.
The sharpness of the holes are nicer. They're not as big as the holes on this one.
Yeah.
But that thumb placement is funky.
Yeah, that thumb placement really puts strain on my thumb here.
Yeah. So I'm thinking for different reasons, probably it's the same as the...
Yeah, that's what I was kind of going for.
So like a 7. Intuitiveness of fingering.
It's going to be the same.
Yep.
It's the same fingering.
Scores, same fingering, so ease of breath control.
Gets to
All
play it,
now
finally.
Here's the part where I get to play it.
Okay, should we knock the comfort down again?
I feel like... What's going on? Okay, hang on a minute. Oh. That makes a difference. Look at the angle on the mouthpiece, guys.
Yeah.
We might have to knock the comfort down a touch because
The
mouthpiece
is
angle
kinda
feels funky. Okay. Easy peasy.
Okay, about the same as everybody
Yeah,
else.
same as everybody else, I would say. Projection?
Test that one. I think it's a little quieter.
Just a wee squish. Maybe like a 4.
Yeah. Intonation.
Pretty decent.
Yeah.
Okay, that one's kind of rough. Everything else seemed pretty decent. Honestly, I think I had to adjust a little bit more as I played it.
Okay, so would that be a little bit, maybe
little bit less than-
7.5 for breath control?
Yeah,
Would that be a breath control issue or an intonation issue?
kind of both. They go hand in hand on an ocarina.
So we're bumping it down on ease of breath control because you have to change the intonation on some of the notes, which means you have to have
Breath control.
much better than the Christmas ornaments.
Tone quality. Now, I was noticing as I was playing it, I'm not enjoying the tone quite as much.
Yeah,
I think it's a little
airier.
breathier. Yeah.
Warmer, which I kind of like.
I think it was the C. It was a little sketchy, like it was almost wanting to do something funky on the C, like the tone was gonna split. Fairly decent tone quality.
I'm not impressed with it like I was with the St. Louis Ocarina plastic. 6.5 for St. Louis Ocarina. I'd go maybe 5.5.
Really, that much lower? Okay. I mean, it's still a pretty decent starter ocarina.
Take long ability, same as St. Louis Ocarina. It is
Yeah,
plastic.
it's-
You can stuff it in your purse.
You would have a hard time hurting this thing.
So let's add up the points. Aria, it comes in 2 colors with US shipping, $74, and it got a score of 74.5.
The St. Louis ocarina
Comes in 6 to 7 colors,
The reason for the disparity there, it lists 6 but shows a picture of 7, so
$35.
including shipping. And it got a score of 71.5.
A little bit less than this one, but significantly less cost. Nice.
This one, the one that most people would get because it comes from Amazon. It comes in only 2 colors.
32 if you don't have Prime.
Could be $40.
Yeah.
A little bit more expensive than the St. Louis ocarina. This one scored around 70.
70.5. I think hands down, the best beginner ocarina is the St. Louis plastic. It has
Or-
all the colors, it has durability, it has
Tone quality, intonation are both excellent.
it's way better higher than I expected. I expected this one to win
Hands down.
pretty close to, like, be reasonable to pay the difference for this versus this. But if you're starting and you're not using it to perform, there is no reason to spend the difference unless you really, really enjoy the sound quality difference. And it's not that big to me.
I guess this is the chosen one.
Yeah, Ultimate Beginner Ocarina.
The St. Louis Plastic Ocarina.
Thanks for letting us steal your screens for a while.
Stay rogue.